God damn, I look very like... Hi, I'm Nisa Pisa, and this is my special exclusive feature on how to live well for Goop. Give me 1 second. Oh, this? This is a mixture of organic coconut water, bee pollen, and poverty tears. Hey sis, today I decided I wanted to do an update to my daily makeup routine. I did one in like July, but that was for the summer, and everything is so different now that like you may as well be watching a video from 10 years ago. Very excited to do this video because I'm about to become the first YouTuber since about 2012 to actually do my brows on camera in a Get Ready With Me. The first things I do when I get out of the shower to my face, I've already done, but I'll explain what I do so that you're not completely lost. I Jack Black. I moisturize with a Jack Black Double Duty Moisturizer. This stuff is SPF 20 and it has sea parsley in it. So you're already halfway to a balanced breakfast. But I've already moisturized, so it's sunken into my skin. I don't know, we're ready to move on to the next step. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even care about what I was talking about. Oh, toner. I tone right when I get out of the shower. I'm currently using the Ole Henriksen Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner, which has an AHA toner. So it's not the best thing to wear during the day because as far as I know, AHAs can make your skin a little bit more susceptible to sun damage. Skincare Twitter, set me straight if I'm wrong. But that's why it's important that my moisturizer has an SPF, and I also wear a sunscreen on top of my sunscreen moisturizer. After I tone, I follow that up with a hyaluronic serum. I was using the Trader Joe's one for a couple of months. I'm currently using the one from The Ordinary. While it's drying, I, obviously have to help the process along. I am currently using the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is fun because it has some dimethicone in it, so it kind of acts like a primer, which is great for me because I love a skin blur. Although I do know that they make a mattifying version of this, and I'm very keen on trying it because even though this does blur, it's not designed to mattify, so like, I really feel like I'm missing out on being as dry looking as possible. It's necessary to wait until all previous skincare ingredients have sunken into your pores because if you don't, this mug gon' pill on your skin. So that's annoying. Soft motions are very important so you don't rub your skin raw. It smells like sunscreen and summer camp. Moving forward, I took a break because a very important part of my everyday makeup, specifically my morning routine, is just sort of staring out my window at the bleak, overcast Massachusetts sky. I'm going to set my face with my ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade Dark with a Wet n Wild P60 powder brush. I'm very close to panning this. I can freaking tell you can see the lines. It's any day now. So I was scrolling through my own channel because I'm obsessed with success. And I saw this video that I made in April where I talk about the YouTubers that I watch. Some context about that video, I filmed it during a time in my life when I was experiencing a lot of difficulty at my job and I was actually on the verge of quitting. Very, very depressed. I had a lot of depression sauce on me. It's really weird to think about the fact that when I turned the camera off on that video, I probably just, sat at my desk and just heavily sighed and was sad and just thought about how much I didn't want to go back to work. And it's like, I'm in such a different place right now. So like, that's good. I'm very happy about that. I was able to turn a lot of stuff around. And I love my job now. I'm excited to go there tomorrow and sit in my office. I have a big bag of pretzels in my file cabinet that I can just like reach down into. It's like my little home away from my home. It got me thinking about how much I don't know about the YouTubers that I watch, which is like kind of an obvious thing. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the fact that I don't personally know YouTubers I watch, but it's a weird concept. My friend Smoky Glow, Hannah Smoky Glow, the best creator in the world, she will overtake all of us and I will let her. She made a video a couple of days ago or yesterday, time is an illusion, where she was talking about her journey with mental health and like her struggles and trials and tribulations and things that her audience didn't know. And it's just like, oh my gosh, we're all such multifaceted people. Sometimes I feel like we should give each other a break. And then I'll see some of the like absolute disasters some YouTubers cause and I'm like, not them. Nope. I was also watching a video earlier today where it was chronicling the rise of all of like the most famous YouTubers. It started back in 2006. I'll link it in the description. I'll also link Hannah's video. And it was mind-boggling. It showed like all of the YouTuber subscriber counts like kind of raising up like exponentially. And it would show like little clips of whoever was the top person at the time. For the latter half of the video, it was just a suspended clip of PewDiePie because nobody's overtaken him, obviously. At the beginning, in like 2006, I was like seeing people that I hadn't thought about in years. Like obviously Smosh was there, the History of Dance guy was there, Liam Kyle Sullivan was there, maybe the Shoes and like Cunningham Muffins and Text Message Breakup guy, if you don't remember or you're too young, which oh my god, some of you are. Ryan Higa popped up, and like I was thinking back to like How to Be Ninja and like watching those while I was like supposed to be doing my homework. And like Brookers? Bruh. I feel like there's maybe like 8 people, myself included, that remember Brookers. She hit like 20,000 in like 2000, like the year YouTube was live. She was one of the very first people on the site. And we were all thinking like, oh my god, 20,000 subscribers? She's the most famous person on the internet. And for like a month, she was. And it was so weird to watch her like hit that mark and then vanish from like, as the chart kept moving up. What the Buck was there, and then you saw like Shane Dawson pop up, and it was like, oh yeah, it was like 2008. It was wild. This looks stupid, let me take this out. And then it just continued, and you saw like Ray William Johnson pop up, who I've never seen any videos of, but I know he was there. I remember seeing his thumbnails. Really unsettling, but also very interesting walk through my own memory of growing up. It made me remember being in like my 8th grade classroom in 2008, watching like Weird Al's Trapped at the Drive-Thru and Text Message Breakup. It also reminded me how absurdly and eerily fleeting internet fame is. For every person who's able to make it into like a long-term thing, like Jenna Marbles, like Shane Dawson, people who've been doing it for like full-on decades. If you think about other people who were like out, who were like big at the time they were first getting started, or big when they were big. I haven't thought about Brookers in like 5 years. I haven't thought about Lisa Nova in like 8 years. Like, what is the film studio that made Charlie the Unicorn doing right now? A couple weeks ago, I happened upon this like one clip from Mad TV that I used to watch a lot when I was in like 8th grade. And it triggered this memory of a bunch of other videos that I used to watch with my best friend Naomi when I was in like 8th grade on my first MacBook in my pink bedroom at home. And I remembered that Weezer song, Pork and Beans, that the whole music video was a bunch of like very 2007 to 2009 memes. And I watched the video and I was like, oh my god, none of this stuff exists anymore. Like, it's like none of these people are real. They existed for this moment in time and they're all gone. I could show this video to somebody that was like 12 and no part of it would mean anything. I already don't get stuff. Like, I remember when Snapchat first got invented, I never quite learned how to use the app. When I used to teach high school and like my students would be using Snapchat on like downtime, I would watch them and they would like swipe up to see messages and swipe sideways to see past memories and swipe diagonally to send any message and swipe in a zigzag to see your streaks. And streaks are very important. I had this one student who was rather troublesome. I literally had to bargain with her via Snapchat. I had to be like, okay, Samantha, if you do your science homework, while you're doing it, I will scroll through your Snapchat contacts and I will message all of your streaks back. Because if you lose your streaks, you lose everything. Or so it was told to me by 15-year-olds. Who cares? Like, but then I think like, well, what are stupid tech things that were important to me when I was younger? Do you know how desperately I wanted to be Tumblr famous in 2011?
Or be #1 in someone's MySpace top 8 in 2007?
I was like, I'm gonna be the next Jam Jars. I'm gonna be the next Tumblr user Pizza. I'm gonna be the next Tumblr user that's moderately Raven. That's gonna be me. And it never happened. I even put on makeup for like 10 minutes. Wow, I gotta, okay. What did I even do? I put on powder, that's right. I think I'm gonna do my eyes next. I don't wear eye makeup other than mascara when I go to work. A year or two ago, I would do like a full cat eye, mostly because it impressed my students, but I don't work with kids anymore, okay? All my coworkers are women in their 40s, and we have other things to do, like talk about the best places to buy sensible shoes and shawls. I have 4 mascaras going right now, but one of them is my purse mascara. I've moved the Milk Makeup Kush mascara to be my purse mascara that I bring with me whenever I need a touch up. The current mascaras I have going right now are the CoverGirl Supersizer, which I use as a finishing mascara, a sample size of the Hourglass Caution mascara, which I generally use underneath mascaras, sort of like a mascara sandwich. Bottom bread, top bread, filling. This is the NYX Stacked Mascara that nobody's ever talked about. The Stacked Mascara has a double-ended brush. You have this tied up top that's like shorter bristles, and then you have longer needle point bristles on the other side. It's very interesting, and I like it a lot. It's very good for digging in, and then you flip it around and then comb it up, and you get like a lot of length with that, and I quite enjoy it.
Hey guys, watching people put on mascara is really weird, so I thought I'd let you know that I saw a really fluffy samoyed today when I was walking back to my office from lunch, and it was really awesome to see. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Cool. Hello, lashes. So next we're gonna do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I do very minimal things. I do one thing, actually. My eyebrows are naturally jet black, so I don't do much to them, because if I do, I look like Goku. So I use a clear brow gel for them. This is the NYX Control Freak brow gel that actually isn't the NYX Control Freak brow gel. You know what's really in here? Hair gel. I ran out of the Control Freak and I didn't have time to go to CVS, so I took a syringe and I put some hair gel in here. I just comb directly to the side. I don't like when the arch in my brows is super, super defined. I like something a little flatter, but not totally flat, because then I look like a sad dog. So one dip in the tube is usually enough for my left brow. For some reason, my right brow usually requires two, but we'll see if we can do it in one today so we can move on to the next thing. Eyebrows, cool. Now, if you're an eagle-eyed subscriber, you may notice that I skipped a step. I did not put a brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line. The reason I do that is because I don't like it when mascara transfers onto my lower lash line, because I hate how mascara looks on my lower lash line. This is the shade Mocha from the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collaboration palette. And I have pan in it that I don't even have to zoom in on for you to see. That's exciting. And I just run it on my lower lash line and dust it over the lashes so that the black of the mascara isn't quite as noticeable. There you go. I do that every day. And then I put it back in its house and I send her to go to bed until tomorrow. Cheeks! I wear blush every day. I love blush. It is a chief interest of mine. I'm gonna go for something bright and fun, so I'm gonna use the Balm Instain blush in the shade Toile that was given to me by my subscriber, Wendy. What's good, Wendy? Are you enjoying your new job? I know you've been there for a while, but I hope it's fun, and I hope you still watch my videos. I take it up a little bit to follow the same arc, more or less, that my highlighter will take. I tend to start farther back on the cheek, so it sort of like encircles the face. I feel like if you have it sort of sweeping down from your cheekbones, it frames your face better. You want it to work sort of structurally. I say as if I know anything. For highlight, there are two that I oscillate between on the daily. The first one is the LA Girl Strobe Light Powder in the shade 20 Watt. This is a really pretty bronze. It's one of my favorite highlighters that I own. Love her. The other one is Delicate. This is my altered Ofra and NikkieTutorials Everglow highlighter. I repressed it with alcohol because I was tired of having to dip into each of the different triangles to get a perfect ratio. Frick it, let's go pink. I'm using a Wet n Wild P75 brush, and you have to go very, very light with this or it will snatch you. Okay, well, we need more than that, obviously. All right. Jesus, okay. Okay, lips! It's no surprise to you that I wear a lip gloss almost every day, but I'm not gonna do that today. Sometimes I mix it up by wearing a very, very nude lipstick. This is the Ulta Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Cheers. Cheers! These are awesome. They're really comfortable and really easy, and they're Ulta, so they're really inexpensive. I'm in love. I actually had to go take this out of my work bag. Oh, yup. The last step of my makeup routine. You're gonna hate me for this, okay? I used to use a setting spray. I used to use the Skindinavia Bridal Setting Spray. And then I ran out of it and I refilled it with water, and it's what I use to spray in my brushes whenever I need to foil an eyeshadow. You know what I use now as my finishing spray? Yeah, it's Glossier. Listen, I know. Between this and this, I know we're tired of me being Glossier trash, but it's not gonna stop. I know it's just a rosewater spray. Before anybody tells me in the comments to buy that one rosewater spray that's really inexpensive and it's the same stuff, listen, I cannot find this anywhere, okay? I don't know where this is sold, but I can't find it. So I have this. So that's the look. This is what I look like on an average day, except minus the wig. Thank you. That was my updated daily makeup routine. This video might actually be short.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Thank you for watching my video, but before you leave, I'm gonna need you to do a quick favor for me. If you could go ahead and have an amazing day for me, that would be very refreshing. Because remember, the first cough was a gag, that one was real. And if you would like to engage with my content betwixt uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NikkiePizza. And I also have a second channel called Extra NikkiePizza that I will link in the description where I post music and covers. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to use code NISA for 10% off at checkout at your local hardware store. Bye guys. My guy, I'm going for broke. I know I'm gonna frick this up, but I don't care. I'm going off a high of actually finally getting Nobody by Mitski right. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I'll kick my own ass. Here's Shallow. Ugh. I'm ready.